Good morning. All of you in the room, it's nice to see people in a room again. And all of you in the room and the folks online, welcome. This is I'm not sure anymore how many times we've done water rights training, but we've done a number of these through the years. My name is Dale Pierson. I'm the Executive Director of the Rural Water Association of Utah. And once again, it's good to be here. We're very appreciative of our partnership with the Division of Water Rights and the ability to do training on this very important part of something that's needed for the water sector. I think all of you know, if you didn't know, you wouldn't be here, but you all know that being conversant in water rights, no matter what type of involvement you have in water, whether it be the drinking water sector or the agricultural groups or even a private well owner, being conversant in water rights it's as important to a drinking water system as being conversant in the regulations that EPA brings down to you, right? You need to be able to maintain and acquire and do all those things with water rights that are needed so that your water system, your farm, your whatever it may be, has sufficient water to do the job. In today's world, with growth, with drought, with more snow than we can handle, water rights becomes even more important because we've got to find the way. I said it at a meeting up at the Capitol about a year ago. We've got to find a way to do more with less, and that's what our elected officials and government and development and all of that is requiring of us. So in order to do that, we need to find how to do that within existing water rights law. And from time to time, we need to tweak that law. And that's what we do every year up at the legislature. There's always a few water rights laws that make little changes where Teresa all of a sudden finds things that just aren't working. And so we try very hard to continue to modernize water rights law, and that's why this class becomes important, not only to those who have never taken it before, but also to those who have taken it and need to be updated. Because there are that slow evolution of water rights law that continues to happen year after year after year. So today and tomorrow, I think you will get from the Division of Water Rights personnel a good overview of things that you need to know in order to work within the water rights system. I'm going to introduce Teresa Wilhelmsen now. I think most of you know Teresa's our state engineer. In my opinion, she's got one of the toughest jobs in the state of Utah. She gets sued more than anybody else in the state of Utah. But she keeps a smile on her face, and that's what's important. And I appreciate Teresa's friendship. We appreciate the relationship that Rural Water has with the Division of Water Rights because it's an important one. And so with that said, Teresa, I'll let you speak for a moment.
So welcome, everyone. Glad, the mic is working, right? Glad to see everybody and glad that you made it up on the continuation of winter 2023 today. But no, I think with this class, it's a very important class that we offer with Rural Water Association of Utah. And what you're going to learn today is all of the different aspects that our division touches. We even deal this year with flooding. We've jumped into flooding issues. Yesterday, I don't know if you saw in the news, we had Wasatch Hollow in Salt Lake City actually was overtopping and coming down 17th South. Well, that is a low hazard dam that we inspect every 3 years, I believe. It might be 5 years on that one. Eric's back there, Tommy 5. So we inspect those dams to make sure that they're safe, clear, and that they can handle the floodwaters. We partner with a lot of the local districts, counties, cities to do that, but that's part of the duties that the state engineer does. Many of you may have interacted on water rights specific issues for those that you represent. And that is a large part of our agency as well. So I think that folks that take this class really get a better understanding of what our division does on a day-to-day basis to move water and manage water through the state. And I just want to talk about a couple of things that may be new this year that you are going to hear in these presentations. And I'm going to start with just a little video just to get us a little laugh this morning. But if Frank...
Dass der nicht, wenn du jetzt hier ein Stück fährst, dass der nicht dann automatisch umschaltet und neu rechnet.
Was hat die denn für Haare? Ach, scheiße, fällt hier noch hin und wird von den Schafen überrannt. Scheiße.
Das ist der Bock, ne?
Ja.
Na gut, davor.
Ach, scheiße.
So one of the big topics that we're dealing with, and I have to say that I go home at night and play this video. That woman shepherder really took the hits, right? So this came across my feed after a couple of days of folks and meetings that basically said, we need to shepherd water in the state of Utah, and we don't know how to do that. If you take one thing out of this class, that is shepherding, where you move sheep. What we do is water distribution, and we move water across the state from point A to point B, and you're going to learn about that. So anyway, I just wanted to start with kind of that video. Just one of the simple topics that we deal with every day. But we did have some changes to water right law this year. One that impacts the Colorado River Basin, and it actually allows us to do compact compliance with the Colorado River if that becomes necessary under curtailment. So as Dale mentioned, we have a long history, 125 years of water law within the state of Utah, and we're continually updating that law each year. Last year, we made an amendment to the in-stream flow bill that would allow for lands that are managed by wildlife and forestry around the Great Salt Lake to be able to hold water rights and have change applications filed for that. This year, it was for the Colorado River system that we made an amendment to that in-stream flow statute. So you see that happen every year. I have to say that some days I wonder, go home and pet my dogs and my cats and kind of recharge. But what we do, I believe, is so meaningful to the state that if we didn't appreciate what we do and it didn't keep us involved and engaged, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. Because we have to love what we do. And I've got several staff that are also auditing this class today and some of our newer staff. And I think it's exciting to see the starts of their careers in water rights. And it's a pretty fascinating arena to work in. So with that, thank you for being here, and thank those of you that are online. And we are going to look to all of you to be our partners in the public to help us do our jobs. So learn a lot and ask questions, and we'll be dealing with you in the future. So thank you for coming. That's all am I introducing the first speaker? Okay. Before I walk away, so I am now we're going to start the training, and I'm going to turn it over to Eric Jones. Eric has been with us for quite some time. I remember when I first hired Eric, I think he was putting gold names on black books, something like that. So Eric comes to us, he's been with us for quite some time, and he is our assistant state engineer over our applications and records section and our division's hearing officer. So Eric.